Okay, today we're going to be doing the CoastTest program. So we want to make sure we come over here, and you could use your lift arm and test that out because if you created that yet. Otherwise, we'll do that on Monday. But you want to read through this and follow these steps. And the first part of the CoastTest program, we're going to put these blocks together right here. So let's go ahead and do that. We want to open up our Lego Mindstorm EV3 software. All right, get rid of that. Okay, new project, program, open. And we're going to have a move steering block. All right. So let's take a look what we have here. This is in our OneNote, Chapter 4, pages 47 all the way to 49. All right. So we have a move steering block, 50, one rotation, check mark. Then we're going to have a weight block. All right, here's a weight block. And it's going to be timed for 5 seconds. And then we have another move steering block, 51. And then we're going to have another 5-second wait time. So all this is the same. Make this 5 seconds. Bring this over here and then go back to our move steering. Everything's the same there. All right, so this is the program we have right here. Make this 5 seconds. All right, so we're gonna hit File, Save Project As, and we're gonna call this the CoastTest program. So you put your name. All right, so your name and then CoastTest, and then hit save. All right, I put it in my documents file. That's where you should put yours. All right, so you go ahead and test this on your robot, and you can see how it works. All right, so we got this all together. Different things we're looking at here, and we want it to coast. So we want to change that to X. So we have X here, and we're going to add a new block. So this is the final CoastTest. So what we have here is if you want it to coast, so what's happening here is its break at the end is true. If you make it false, it means it'll run and then it'll roll, and then 5 seconds later it'll go on to the next one. So let's go see what we have changed here. Now we're going to make it stop come to a complete stop before we do anything else. And that's the X right there. It has a break on it. And then we'll see when we test this, we'll see that when we start our program, the robot is going to move and then it's going to roll. You could change the speed or the number of rotations to see how the coasting is different. We have our momentum of this robot going a certain speed or velocity, and then as it just stops and rolls, we'll see what the distances are, how far it can roll. You can test that out. But then after 5 seconds, we're going to want it to come to a complete break before it starts again. So we're going to have our move steering. We're going to put that in there, and then we're going to put off. All right, so this means that we have our break at the end. So we have it's going to go. We can crank up the speed to 100. We can put in like 5 rotations and see just how crazy it is, and then it will for 5 seconds it'll pause, so it'll just be coasting for 5 seconds, and then after 5 seconds it'll come to a complete stop, and then after that it'll start and then stop after the 1 rotation. We could do the same thing. We can move this up to 100 and do this for 5, so that we can see how this instantly stops and this coasts and rolls. All right, so we hit File, Save. All right, and then we open up our teams. and we look to our robotics right here, and we go to our files, and we want to check out a new folder that's called CoastTest. I think that's what it's called. Let's check it. I have to check it 1,000 times. CoastTest. All right, so I create that folder, and then there's my CoastTest folder. Actually, let's go back. Rename CoastTest program. Save. All right, so this is called CoastTest program, just like the rest of it. So we go into that folder, and now we want to upload our file. It should be in my documents. Robotics 2. There we go. Mr. Noon CoastTest. You open it up, and then this will be brought up, and there you go. Now you submitted your program, and you get graded on it. So you can go ahead and do that, and you'll be completed. And I will show you what this looks like when it's completed correctly.